Hey y'all, it's your girl Mika of Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance. In this all signs reading, we'll be going from Aries and we'll go all the way to Pisces. Keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot, so the messages in this reading could resonate for your past, your present, or your future. Also, the roles can be reversed in this reading, so take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. If you don't know your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, check out the link down below in the description box because there could be a message in any of those natal chart placements just for you. All right, y'all ready? Let's get into it. Hey, 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 how y'all doing? Happy Monday. Did everybody have a good Monday? I hope everybody had a good Monday. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, if you're new, welcome. Welcome to Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance. This is Mika of Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's free. Go ahead and hit subscribe because we have a lot of fun here. Just a few housekeeping. If you're new, don't hesitate to say hey, introduce yourself. We have an amazing support group in our chat that would love to reach out to you as we go through today's reading. And for those that are returning, hello, hello. I see we got quite a bit of people already in here. T Rose, hey, good to see you. Evelyn, hey, look, Evelyn says, been looking forward to this week's reading. Wow, I love that. I love that. Just to remind everybody too, we will be doing our buy one emergency reading, get one free sale. Today's the last day. All right. So if you haven't went ahead and took advantage of this exclusive offer for Easter weekend, go ahead and do so. You can find out more information by clicking on the link that you can find in the description box below. You can also find it in the pinned comment. And if you're watching live, your girl's going to drop it into the live chat. So that way you can go ahead and click on the link and check it out and see if that is an option that's very affordable for you. Because I know it's not affordable to everybody, but for some people it can be. But it's a good deal because you get two emergency readings. And for those that don't know how it works, you actually go ahead and book it now, get a voucher that I emailed to you to use that voucher for later to book your second reading for free. So it's really, really nice. And it's exclusive only for this weekend. And today will be the last day. All right. So let's see who else we got here. Who else we got here? We got Kelly. Hey Kelly, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining us and saying hey. Everybody say hey to Kelly. Hey. Don't forget to subscribe, Kelly. We would love to have you be a part of the Soul Tribe here. And speaking of Soul Tribe, we got Frankie here. Hola. Hola. Good to see you, Frankie. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope all is well with you. And who else we have here, y'all? Let's see. We got Tay. Tay saying hey to everybody. Hey, Tay. And Darlene saying hey. Good to see you, Darlene. And DP holding it down, always coming through. All right, y'all. I'm not going to hold you guys on this reading. We're going to look at what to expect in love. All right, what to expect in love in your current love situations right now in this moment. And then from there, if there's any little in between pieces that we need to add to make this puzzle work, we gonna do that. All right. This is just kind of a general read for all 12 zodiac signs. As you guys know, booking a personal is definitely the way to go. So that way I can dive deep into your unique situation. Aries is first. Aries, Aries. Any Aries in the room? Everything's good, Frankie. That's good. That's really good. Y'all, it's been a rough it's been a rough day starting out, but it ended good. I think I just needed some rest. I feel better. Yesterday's read was a little rough, but I'm feeling better now. So here we go for Aries. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the current situation surrounding Aries and the person that they're currently connected to love and romance. We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. And we have the World in the reverse. Your person is not really wanting to be very cooperative with you at this time, and it has a lot to do with lack of effort. This person feels totally content with holding back from you, and it has a lot to do with this person knowing that, there's been a lot of issues here between you two. Yeah, they're very upset. They're very upset about this relationship and the fact that they can't get you off of their mind. They really have tried, but they're really having a very difficult time. So, as far as this person take any further actions, what do they plan to do? Well, they really just want to heal things with you, to be honest. They want things to get back on the better side of things. But for a lot of you guys, if not with you, first, they want to really work on healing themselves. They don't want to be in this state of feeling very low vibrational, very angry, very overwhelmed, all because of the thought of you. They're trying to get everything off of their mind. What is this person so upset about? Give me something about this. What are they mostly upset about when it comes to Aries? We have the Wheel of Fortune. This person has an idea in their mind that they just knew how this relationship was going to pan out. Yeah, they knew that you were going to do exactly what they envisioned for you to do. They waited. They waited some more. They knew you were going to reach out. They're like, okay, Aries, where are you? Hello. Aries, hello. And guess what? Crickets. Crickets, because Aries didn't show up. Well, at least not in the way that they thought. Okay. So they're a little pissed. They're a little pissed because they actually do want you to take action towards them. This sounds like a situation of someone that wants you to go towards them. Okay. And we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. There's a lot of swords energy. So this person is definitely heavily in their head, overthinking this, stressed out. Why me? Poor me. Just nobody got time for that. I wouldn't be surprised if this person eventually does come forward if they don't have some sob story about how much they went through it since you guys have been apart and how much they've been stressed out. And I just got so much going on. Now, you, on the other hand, with this Page of Cups in the reverse to the Six of Swords, you gone. You are gone. You know why? I really feel like you've emotionally checked out. You've emotionally tried to cut off feelings of this person. You feel neglected. You feel alone. You feel as if this is someone that just couldn't give you the type of experience in love that you were so seeking. Why? They were moving their ass. And T Rose said, yup, I ran for the hills, baby. Sure did. King of Swords in reverse. It doesn't make sense to you. I don't understand why this person doesn't want to work on this relationship. It's very irrational why this person abandoned you, left you, or you left this person. Why we just couldn't connect. You kind of, your hands were tied. I'm hearing you were left with no choice but to just kind of choose yourself. And all the while, right now in this moment, I really feel like stress, fear, anxiety is getting the most of you. Anger. Woo, y'all so mad. Woo, y'all so tired of this person. This is the type of energy, because I'm an Aries moon, by the way, for those that don't know watching. When folks be trying you, that's all you need. You be ready to go. You be like, okay, meet me outside. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? Y'all want to catch this person outside, baby. Y'all want to just let them have it because you don't understand. You just don't understand it. But here's the deal. This person doesn't think it's over. They're holding on to the idea that maybe we can eventually work this out. Maybe this cycle doesn't have to come to an end after all. But I'm also getting, this is someone that likes shortcuts. They like how things can come easy to them, where they can give minimal effort, where they can have their dreams come true. And remember, I said this person's energy is my dream of what I thought Aries was going to do in this relationship was not my reality. And so that is the thing right there that's really messing this person up. And that's why they can't sleep at night, because they played themselves. Yeah. I'm hearing you play dumb games, you win dumb prizes. That's the kind of stuff that I feel like you're on, Aries. So yeah, they feel like at the end of the day you're avoiding them. You're trying to duck and dodge from them, and you're not playing about that, and they don't like that. They think you're being selfish. They think that you're only putting yourself first. They think you don't care about them. They have a lot of issues with how you're showing up. It's very problematic. But again, where in all of this does this person consider you? Where do they say, you know what? I probably did mess up. I probably was being very lazy in this relationship. I probably didn't put forth a lot of effort. So I apologize. I shouldn't have treated you that way, Aries, but they're not going to do that. You know why? Because this is a very low vibrational individual. That's how they operate. It's all for themselves. Melly says, I don't give a F. I heard that. So what advice do we have for Aries in this? If this is Aries' story, what advice? Know that this is going to continue to be a big old migraine headache situation that you need to release. Look at all these wands you carrying around, baby. That's too much. That's too much stress. This is going to keep stressing you out if you overthink it. You got to release it. Release it in love and light. Let it go. How will Aries know if this is their person? Because this is the person that was having a hard time accepting your love offer, but now they regretting it. That person. When it came to love, it's like they didn't start really admiring you, loving you, wanting to pour into you until it was too late. So that's what I have. It could be water sign: Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. Let's see what else we got here, y'all. We got a lot of air sign: Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, Aries. I said Aries already. Scorpio. That's the main energy there, but it can be anybody. All right. We're going to keep it rolling, y'all. I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good today, y'all. Woo. I needed that rest. I'm feeling renewed and restored. Next, we've got Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Any Tauruses in the room? Any Tauruses? T Rose said, I released him, but he won't leave me alone. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This person needs to just let it go. Let it go. Let it die. And Melly said, it's too late to apologize. It's too late. It's too late, y'all. This person does slept on the connection, and that's very unfortunate. All right, y'all, let's get to the Taurus read. Don't forget to like the video, show your girl some love, and if you're new here, hit subscribe. Here we go. Taurus, 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 Taurus. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Taurus. Taurus, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the person that Taurus is currently connected to in love and romance. What is the situation surrounding Taurus and the person that they're connected to? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Five of Wands. Three of Pentacles. This person having a hard time moving on from this situation. They've tried. They've tried to move on and allow themselves to set themselves free and recover from this relationship. But the problem has a lot to do with the fact that they know if they were to come back, it will require them to be way more reciprocal. They need to give more, and that stresses them out. They got to be more giving, more loving. What is the Six of Pentacles? What is that? Eight of Cups. I think you walked away from this person, or this person walked away because you were holding them accountable for reciprocity, or called this person out on this. Lack of effort, not being there. They could have been for the streets, going for a third party. Tell me about this Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Some of them could have went to an ex or somebody they're familiar with, but it looks like it's not somebody they really truly wanted to commit to. I feel like this is somebody they just kind of took a risk on, but they're not feeling that person either. It just seemed like a booty call. This person was laying it low, spreading the wide, Queen of Wands in reverse. So this person was a little bit promiscuous themselves. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands. How does this Queen of Wands feel about Taurus's person? They feel like your person's selfish, so they just kind of use them for pleasure as well. It doesn't have to be an ex for all you. It could just be someone this person knows. And this person feels like this third party feels like your person is just very selfish. Just coming in for what they want to make themselves feel better about themselves. They know they're probably being used. They know this person probably doesn't want to commit to them because they're a child. But what does this Queen of Wands want with them? The truth. They want this person to be honest and give them the real about their toxic ways. Tell me the truth. Let me know. Let me know. Pick your poison. Let me know what your poison is. Are you a player? Are you a hoe? Do you want me? What you got going on? Yeah, they feel like this person is always coming back to apologize, always coming back to say I'm sorry, work on things. But then that person is always waiting on this person to do more than that. It's like lack of effort, lack of consistency, always being flirtatious, being a hoe. This is like a somebody for the streets. That's the way they see it. They see this person as someone that's very much addicted to attention. I'm getting like an attention whore, someone that likes to go off, date a lot of people, and just not be honest. And they're like, well, can you just be honest about what you are? Can you be honest? Are you trying to be with me or what? Okay. So if you've ever questioned Taurus, some of you guys may know about this third party. If you ever question yourself and said, I wonder if my person is more happy over there with the third party. Bullshit. They're not happy. They're struggling. This third party really wants some answers. They're frustrated. Your person is in and out, doing the same lazy bull crap they were doing to you. It's not going nowhere with this third party. I think they're both playing each other. Your person is showing up as a King of Wands. They're showing up as a Queen of Wands. And for anybody that reads tarot, you know the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands are a toxic couple. That's that old toxic love. You know, that's that's two people that always be fighting and arguing and going at each other, be going for each other's neck. They fight and then they make up, have makeup sex. You see what I'm saying? And then the way their toxic relationship is set up, it looks like this is the type of couple that, oh, you what? Man, fuck you. And then they go off and they screw somebody else and then they come back. So they both whores together. Sound like a couple made in paradise. You see the toxicity? Look at that. You see the toxicity? Demonic, very low vibrational. All right, now you on the other hand, we got the Five of Wands and the Emperor. You're not too happy with this person because what you're trying to do is you're trying to fight for a solid relationship. You want this person to rise up and be mature and reach out and make things right and do something about their bull crap. This is someone that just plays a lot of games. And you're like, listen, can you put your grown man clothes on, a grown man mindset? If it's a woman, it's a feminine. Can you put your big girl panties on? You know, can you rise up and be mature? Can you take action toward that? Of loving this person, but I think there's a part of you that knows the difference. It's like, I know I deserve better. I know I don't deserve this. But at the same time, I'm very clear that I still love this person. I want it to work. I want this person to be better. They just don't want that for themselves. Yeah, you see this person as your wish fulfillment. A lot of you guys can be very silent right now. You may have this person blocked or you're just kind of like closed off. This is your reading, Taurus. You're someone who's very spiritually inclined, very in tune, very intuitive. You may have picked up on a lot of this. Uh, I just need jokes. Is two people together that's is two people together that's two different people. You're vibing very high and they're vibing very low. And they have a lot to learn. Can y'all hear and see me okay? Y'all say this freezing. Can y'all hear and see me okay, Taurus? Yeah, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, this person doesn't want to let go of that fantasy in their mind. So whatever they're thinking up when it comes to, how they perceive this relationship, this fantasy in their mind of, okay, I can come back to Taurus as long as Taurus is good to me, gives to me, I'm okay. Spirit is warning you, if you stay with this, it's only going to be very burdensome. All right, so how will Taurus know if this is their person? How will Taurus know if this is their person? We have the King of Swords, and then we have the Seven of Swords. So this is a person that talks a good game. The one that would come in, this is like a very manipulative individual. They would tell you everything you want to hear in order to get away with whatever they're trying to get away with. And in this case, it was to try to take you for granted, take advantage of you. And it's almost like this person believes this is who they are, and there's nothing you can say or do to change that. So it's like somebody that really stood on their agenda. They really pushed their agenda. That's how you know it is. Could be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I'm also getting Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I got Taurus. I got Capricorn, and I got Aries. But it can be anybody. I agree with you, Melly. It's definitely giving like narcissistic tendencies here, moocher, opportunist, but at the same time, someone that has a very fragile ego. So they don't want to come in and take accountability for what they have done. They just kind of want to come on in and sweep it all on the rug and let's work it out like nothing happened. And that is not okay. That is never okay. All right, y'all, we're going to keep it rolling. We're going to do Gemini next. But before we get into the Gemini reads, I want to make sure everybody can hear and see me okay. So if you're watching live, please let me know if you can hear and see me okay. I connected to my hotspot again in case we're having internet issues. We did have a storm come through in my area. And as y'all know how it is, some of y'all don't know, but in the country, our internet, I'm not in the country actually, but you know what I'm saying. I'm in the South and we get some pretty bad storms, and sometimes the internet connection gets affected by these storms. So before I proceed with the reading, please, if you guys can let me know in the chat if you're able to hear and see me okay, I would really, really appreciate it very much. Okay, Amy says yes. Okay, you can hear and see. Okay, good, good, good. Kelly said she left and came back and she can hear and see me now. Okay. Okay, okay. Great, great. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I think that's what it is. The internet is kind of acting a little wonky, but we good now. We good. Gemini. Any Geminis in the room? Any Geminis? Any Geminis in the room? Good evening. Me is a Gemini. And Darlene, I love that you say that. I'm going to put it on the screen and I want everybody to just kind of stay in a moment and just really think about what she's saying. She says, when God wants you alone, it's because he has a huge blessing waiting for you. I love that. Or because you have a huge, abundant potential waiting for you. So stay focused. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing your kind words. That is a friendly reminder. That is a friendly reminder for those that are single. It's like, when my person coming? They're coming. It all happens in divine timing. God only bless you with your person when God feels you are ready. When you're vibing at a frequency of saying, I'm ready to receive only the best because I am the best version of myself, at that point, then you'll be blessed. You sure will. Let's get it, Geminis. We got Amy, Gemini Sun and Venus. Darlene, Gemini Rising. Leslie, hello, good to see you. Mia is a Gemini. And all the other Geminis watching in silent. Hello. Okay, Gemini, let's see what we got. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the person that Gemini is currently connected to in love and romance. What is the situation surrounding Gemini and their person at this time? We have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. We have the Chariot, and then we have the World card. The love that this person has been suppressed. This is someone that hasn't shown up very emotionally vulnerable, and they've been thinking about this love connection. What gets to this person more than anything is how it's affected your outlook of them. They're in deep contemplation, this person here. I feel like this is definitely Gemini, someone who was very selfish. You could have been a part of a one-sided relationship with the Six of Pentacles in reverse to the Empress. This is someone that felt very entitled. They felt entitled to receive whatever you were giving. For many of you guys, it was money. For some of you guys, it was stability or happiness or love. But one thing I will say about this person is they're suffering. They're suffering now in silence. They're not feeling too hopeful about this situation, but they do understand why there may be some issues between you two. They're very clear about that. But they're having sleepless nights, overthinking things, feeling like it could be over between you two. You, on the other hand, with the Chariot to the Eight of Cups in the reverse, many of you Geminis are really considering going back to this person. There's still love, emotional vulnerability, and a connection between you two. You actually wanted this person to reach out to you with the Three of Wands in the reverse to the Eight of Wands, but there hasn't been any forward movement or action. And I think because of this, you are getting tired of waiting. And the more and more you are feeling the disconnect between you two, whether it be because you guys have had a breakup or whether it be because you guys are just at a distance from one another, you're very triggered. You're showing up as this strength in the reverse of the Page of Cups in the reverse. If you're not careful, Gemini, you can become very emotionally codependent on this person. And you have to find that wholeness and peace within yourself. If you don't, then you're only going to kind of eat yourself alive on this here. It's going to be like an internal battle that you're going to be fighting, and it's not healthy. It's not healthy, um, but it's almost like it's getting out of control at this point. I really feel like with the World to the Lovers, you and this person, there has definitely been in history here a lot of fond memories between you two. It was definitely one of those magical connections. And with that, of course, there comes ending sometimes. The World card speaks of completion. It speaks of leaving things behind, traveling, or going at a distance, being at a distance. Your person regrets leaving you or disconnecting from you. They think a lot about you, Gemini. If you're like my friend Marie here and you feel that pull and that draw of this person yanking on your energy, and you're like, why? Why do I feel this, Mika? Why do I feel like this person's energy is being pulled, to me? The reason why is because, yes, this person does think a lot about you. They do miss you. They do want it to work, but the problem is this person is very selfish. And the more you try to get over this person, and the more your person tries to get over you, it definitely feels like it doesn't feel like it can lead to any true potential, you know? And I'm getting for your person, some days they want to take charge and come towards you, then other days they don't. King of Wands in reverse is someone that's overly ambitious, but it's almost like somebody that's also very impatient. And it's like they have grown impatient. This is you. You've grown impatient with building with this person. With the King of Wands in the reverse to the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it feels like this relationship is going nowhere. It only goes to a certain point and then it gets frustrating because you can't build a relationship by yourself. You have to have a partner that's willing to build with you. So it's not good enough for you to stay in this. It's not good enough because I don't think you're going to get the type of results that you want despite love. You know, sometimes we got to really be honest with ourselves and we have to know that love a lot of times is not enough. So, Spirit, tell me more about this situation. How will Gemini know if this is their person? Queen of Swords in the reverse and the Ace of Cups in the reverse. This person's upset that you're healing yourself, you're loving yourself, you're nurturing yourself, you're ignoring them. It kind of shocked this person. Why did it shock this person? Because this person thought you were going to come in and offer them a new beginning. They just knew it. They just knew, okay, it'll be a matter of time. You know, Cancer will come back. I just know it. I know Cancer will come back for me. Yeah, because I'm that guy. I'm that girl. Cancer is going to come for me. Cancer going to send for me. Yep. They just knew it, honey. Look at that. King of Wands. I mean, Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups in the reverse. Why I keep saying King of Wands in reverse? I mean, your person could have been in and out of your life. And that's probably part of the reason why you have chosen to disconnect as well. But yeah, this person is assuming you'll be back. They say in a matter of time. They just knew in a matter of time that you would drop your guard and come back. They just know it. They know that you weren't willing. They just knew you weren't willing to let it end with the Ten of Swords in reverse. But shocker, shocker indeed. I think a lot of you guys are really just focusing on trying your best to fight this, even though you still love them. So the energy we have here in this reading, we have Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Gemini, Leo, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, and Pisces. Could be anybody, of course. That's the energy, y'all. Let me know if it resonates. We're going to keep it rolling. And my apologies, you guys. If you guys have not done so already, hit the like. But my apologies about the connection earlier. Sorry if you're just now joining the live and can't rewind to the first portion of the reading. We had a slight little technical difficulty there. But as soon as we conclude this live, you should be able to see the rest of the reading. Cancerians are next. Yeah, Marie says her person won't leave your Garden of Eden. Yep, the temptations of others, you know. There's always that spiritual test. And the beautiful thing about God, God gave us the freedom of choice, just like the Garden of Eden, you know, the freedom to choose between good and evil. And so it's a matter of, is this person going to choose the right path or the wrong path? And it looks like for your person, they chose the wrong path. So there we go. Love you too, Marie. Love you too. IDFW Brookies. Can't wait for the Cancerian reads. Well, guess what? Let's get it, Cancers. It's time. Any other Cancers in the room? Any other Cancers? All right. I was going to ask the question, but I got a flipper. I was going to ask Spirit, tell me about the situation surrounding Cancer and the person that Cancer is currently connected to in love. We have the Emperor and we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, as well as the Nine of Swords in the reverse. With that jumpy energy, it seems like this is a very like urgent message. It's like, boop, jump out, boop, you know. Cancer. This is someone that is really going through a transformation. It's like they're changing their values. I got to get some more on this. W- Why the change? Mm. If this person wanted to be in a relationship with you, but knew that they would have to rise up and be a certain person, it looks like this person is, not wanting to change that, but pretty much do what they want to do in order to get grounded and balanced. So the best way to describe it would be if this person was your husband or your partner or your wife or your girl, and they may have started off strong. I'm getting like a mature, loving relationship, and then it just kind of flopped. And it has a lot to do with this person wanting to revisit their old ways. They are who they are. That's what I'm getting. I am who I am. I is who I is. I don't really want to stay this emperor. Well, if they don't want to be an emperor, what are they trying to portray? Seven of Wands, King of Swords in reverse. Okay. If you've ever found that this person is kind of like standoffish, their communication is very manipulative in nature, very sneaky, very sly, very slick. I'm getting like a liar, a massive manipulator, somebody like that. I'm getting like a wordsmith. That is why. Because this person may have played the role of being this emperor for so long. And then they're like, you know what? I'm just going to go back to my toxic ways. It's just easier that way. That's just who I am. I'm also going to not be cooperative with you because, this is not something I really want to work on right now. I'd rather just kind of like leave for now and then I'll come back when I'm ready. Does that sound familiar? This is somebody that just really doesn't make a lot of sense. I feel like they're like one day they're this way, then the next they're that. I really feel like this is someone that lacks self-awareness. That's the best way to describe it. So they try their best to wear all these masks to appease their partner and to allow their person to fall deeper in love with them. And then once that person has been locked in, once they got their claws in their person's back, here they go, being their old self, being their old self. I'm getting leaving, coming and going as they please. They just like their freedom. They don't want to be told what to do. So you, as the Seven of Swords in the reverse to the Four of Cups, the way this person treats you and handles you is very off-putting. You feel very much like you need to know what to do. You need to rethink how you approach this because all the ways that you've gone about this person has pretty much indirectly rejected you. So some of you guys could be reaching out to friends, family, different people about what can I do to get this relationship back on track? Because you're very confused if this is even the right option for you. You don't even know, like, is this person the person that I know them to be, or is this new version of who they are really who they are? Well, I'm here to tell you, Cancer, if this is your story, the way that they're showing up, that toxic person that they've been, that's who they are. They're a drama king. There it is. They're a drama king. They play games. And for a lot of you guys, it breaks your heart. It breaks your heart because you have put this person in a category as someone you thought loved you, and you're just not getting that because they're switching up. They're like code switching too much. With this Nine of Swords in the reverse to the Five of Pentacles, I really feel like this person is kind of like stressed out the fact that you abandoned them or you will abandon them. They feel abandoned. They feel like you just kind of left them. And it's almost like you're determined to do so. You're determined to hold back to protect yourself. You're like in protective space. You know how the crab goes into their shell? That's where you are. You're trying to protect yourself from any more jabs or blows from this person. Yeah. Sorry you're going through this, Cancer. How will Cancer know if this is their reading? Because this is not every Cancer's reading. How will Cancer know if this is their reading? We have the Three of Swords, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. This is the person that broke your heart. For a lot of you guys, it was because they were giving their offer of love to a third party. And it may have a lot to do with this person not being satisfied with the relationship with you. They may have talked a little bit about it, like, I'd rather just end things here, or it's just not going to work out. Somebody broke up with you and broke your heart or got distant. They were definitely getting away with a lot of secrets and things that you may not be aware of. Tell me about this Three of Swords. It was a devastating loss. Yeah, very devastating. If you want to know, like, does this person feel anything about it? Yeah, they kind of feel bad, but again, they just want to do them. And for them, it's like ending this cycle, bringing it to a close. So, any advice for Cancer on this? This is too risky. This is a risky move if you were to go towards it. So, the advice is know the risk that's involved. Obviously, you've seen good portions of this person, but you've also seen the bad. And I would say if people show you who they are, believe them. If someone shows you who they are, believe them. You don't want to be a part of something that's going to be hot and cold. One day they want to be with you, the next they don't. You don't want to be a part of these games because that's all it is. It's games. And it's not fair. It's definitely not fair to you, especially when I believe a lot of you Cancerians were being very kind, very generous to this person. All right. That's what I have for you. Let me know if it resonates for you, Cancerians. I hate that you had to experience this. I know how sensitive you are when it comes to stuff like this, but it's just kind of like saying you didn't make a bad choice. You didn't make a bad choice. You just needed more clarity. And I'm glad that a lot of you guys, Cancerians, will be open to this. But do know this person is, they're too fickle. They're too fickle and they're too inconsistent. IDFW Brokey says resonates so much. Glad it resonates with you. All right, we're moving on to the mighty, mighty Leos. Any Leos in the room? Any Leos? Where the Leos at? Where the Leos at? Thank you guys so much again for coming to the live. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button. Show your girl some love. I would really, really appreciate it. And for those that are interested, your girl does offer personal readings if you're just now joining us. And every single month, I do pick one lucky subscriber for a free personal tarot reading. And we're kind of wrapping up the month of April. So when we get towards April 30th or so, I will be announcing our winner for April. So if you are interested in being a part of that running, just simply go ahead and click the subscribe button. Okay, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get right into the Leo reads. Any Leos? Any Leos? As T Rose mentioned, guys, don't forget these are general readings, okay? These are not personal. That's why I say booking a personal is best, because sometimes in general readings, these are events you may have already experienced or will be experiencing soon, or it may not even be your story. So, booking a personal is for me to dive deep in your unique situation and for me to allow to connect with you and your unique situation, whether it be love, romance, career, whatever. Linus is here. UB. Hey, UB. It's good to see you. Wow. Okay. It's been a minute. Dakasha. Hello. Represent for Team Leo. Dakasha said Leo's already. I heard that. Shamika. What up? What up? All right, mighty Leos. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit more about the person that's connected to Leo in love and romance at this time. What is the situation surrounding Leo and their person? We have the Fool in the reverse. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Sun card. Okay. So your person's stressed. And it's because it seems as if this is someone who's intentionally holding back from taking that leap, that step, that offer forward. And when someone's in that state, it tells me that this is someone that really wants to connect with you. But what's happening is they're forcing themselves to not do so. They're trying to be patient. But what are they being patient about? You know, that's what I'm trying to understand. Spirit, what is this why is this person holding back? Okay, King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles in reverse. This person is focusing more on their finances, their career, their stability, and investments. And I don't think they're really taking love seriously right now. With the Knight of Cups in the reverse to the Devil in the reverse, this person's really trying to work on their player ways. This could be somebody that was very much in a lifestyle of being in and out of your life, playing the field. For some of you guys, entertaining other people of the same sex, what have you. It's really got the best of them. And it's causing this person to really want to work through that and put more focus on their finances. Why now? Why are they changing that up? Because they know in order to make things right with you and then just for themselves, they've got to change. They've got to change. Yeah, they got to transform. They're like, listen, I can't do this anymore. For a lot of you guys, if you had a third party situation, they're really working on getting rid of that type of thing and just focusing on their money. Okay. Now, what about Leo though? What are they going to do with Leo? They want to come back to you. They really want to come back to you, make things right, because you are the real MVP. You feel me? You're the emperor. You know, the emperor is the highest court card in the deck. Okay, it is the head in charge. You feel me? You got it going on. So whatever option this person could have went to, or whatever other stuff that they were entertaining, there's no comparison. You're coming across as someone that, yeah, they got issues with. With the Five of Wands, they know you're mad at them. Y'all been fighting, arguing, having tension. So it's going to take a lot of strength for this person to come back. And there's a lot of tension with you guys. But here's the deal. They know your worth. They know your value. You are the option. It's not no best option. You are the option. I heard that. UB says, and girl, some lies came out, which she told the third party, something hiding from him, how she stole from me and everything. Wow. Okay. So she was basically it all caught up with her. It sounds like a situation that caught up with her. Okay. All right. Now, you, on the other hand, Leo, with this Queen of Swords to this Eight of Pentacles, you're really focusing on setting that firm boundary. But it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard. And I think it's kind of hard because you're in a space of you want to have success. You want to have success with this, but it's kind of hard to unpack how to have success in this relationship. It's too many negative memories here. So that's kind of holding you back from having forward movement. I feel like this person has really done a number on you in this relationship. So where there is a lot of pain, it's hard for you to see any type of change for the better. And it's just a shame. You feel like this is just really pathetic. This is sad. I just really wish my person would just get their crap together. And the thing about it is, when it comes to your person, I just feel like even if they're working on the change, I wouldn't hold my breath, okay? Because the devil in the reverse is like someone that's just now starting to change for the better. But there is a possibility your person may relapse. Think of the devil card for those that read tarot is like addictions. So if this person is addicted to a lifestyle of cheating, lying, whatever, that is a hard thing to break, especially if they've been doing it so long. So I wouldn't hold my breath and assume this person is going to change 110%. Okay. So with the Sun to the Hermit, I think there's been some illumination to this person. They really got to do some heavy soul searching within. And what they have to work through is their own burdens, their own karma. You feel like at the end of the day, you can't trust this person. For many of you guys, you put this person in the category as being for the streets. And you, in your mind, think, Leo, it's going to be a matter of time. This person's probably going to cheat on me again. Or this person's going to run off on me again. Or this person's going to do something to put more of a burden on me again. It's a very hard thing for you to fathom that this person will ever change, in other words. Lioness said, he said something last night that made me think he just wasted my time. At this point, he's pretty much toxic to me. Only thing that makes it hard is that we have 3 kids together. Absolutely. That is hard. But as being a woman that's been married and I have children with my ex-husband, I will say kids are resilient. Kids are resilient and they definitely can be just fine if you were to move on. The problem is, I think as mothers, naturally, we want to protect our kids. And the thing about it is, in due time, when the children do find out how low vibrational their father was, in most cases, they're going to side with you and say, you know what, mom, I admire your strength. I admire you from breaking free from this, from not allowing yourself to be a part of something like this. So don't ever, ladies, don't ever stay with a man or stay with your husband with someone who is abusive, who cheats on you, who lies on you, especially repeatedly, especially, but it only take one time for me. But if they're grown, like you say, lioness, then hey, it might be, even more of a reason to move on. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. And Lioness says, yes, I don't trust him. After he cheated on me many years ago and still played the victim because I didn't trust him. The audacity, and I've always said he's not going to change. Correct. And that's what I'm getting. Leos, unfortunately, I don't think you're very hopeful that they will. With the Two of Cups to the High Priestess, you intuitively already know the way this is going to go. You know how it's going to go. You know that this person's probably going to want another relationship with you, another go round. And to be honest with you, you feel like they're going to betray you. This is going to be another cycle of betrayal, of pain. That's the way you perceive it. But it may change. Who knows? But I wouldn't take the risk either. Just the energy is not very healthy. So be careful. All right. So let's see. How will Leo know if this is their story, if this is their person? How will Leo know this? We have the Four of Cups and we have the Nine of Swords. So you know this is your story because this is the person that ignored your love offer. And it was because of guilt. Yeah. They felt guilty because you were giving them genuine love, loving on them, pouring them all this love. And they were just trying to get some type of support from you, whether it be emotional support, financial support. This could have been somebody that was actually trying to get over an ex or hard times. You could have got with this person when they were on hard times and you felt bad for them and you kind of supported them and helped them out, lift up their spirits. And this person, all they provided you was, they loved you up and loved you down in the bedroom. Okay. Ace of Wands. That's the best they got for you. Give me some on this Ace of Wands. And then after that, then they start acting like they were trying to be so guarded and protecting themselves. Like, yeah, it was great in bed, but I gotta go handle some business or I gotta go. But this is their MO. We saw that. They're a player. They're a player. This is somebody that's what they have used. Think about it. If this is your story, that has got them out of a lot of stuff because they've dealt with a lot of low vibrational people that feel like that's all I need, you know? So, because of that, they come across you and you are a freaking emperor. You're not for the streets. You're not trying to be laying it low, spreading it wide. You demand respect. And that's where the issues come in, where you demand respect and this person wants to treat you like an option. Okay. So that's where this is not a match. And to be honest with you, Leo, if you were to come back, there's no gender in tarot. Some of you ladies were exuding emperor energy because you had to take care of this grown man. All right. So y'all know what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is, it felt very much unequally yoked because you guys vibrationally were totally on different times. Okay. You were on the time of business, they were on the time of laying it low, spreading it wide. And nobody got time for that. I need some more on this Ace of Wands because according to Lioness, he can barely get it up. Okay, so what's this Ace of Wands? Yeah, he could barely get it up. Look at that page. Is that all they got? A page? You got to come a little harder than that now. That's all you got, a page? Y'all know that's my Scorpio rising. I can get into it, but I'm not because I want to keep my channel going. I want to keep my channel going. But listen, the Ten of Cups in the reverse at the end of the day, Leo, this is somebody that sold you an illusion. They sold you a dream and they never delivered on it. They sold you a dream and never delivered on it. And they got to come harder than this. They didn't know what to do with it. Okay. It's all lying. It's fault. She got me started, y'all. We gonna blame it on her. I didn't tell y'all the signs I got in the reading. All right, y'all. We got Aquarius, we got Libra, we got Virgo, we got Leo, we got Sagittarius, Gemini, Capricorn, Scorpio, and that's the main ones there. Y'all so funny. Virgo's next. Let's get it, Virgo. Where you at? Lioness said he needs some Viagra, even with those other ones. No, no, not the old Viagra. Not the old Viagra now. UB says her and her boyfriend asked for 10 days from me to get paperwork sent. 8 days are gone. Nothing happened. Okay, well, there it is. Whoop, there it is. You already know how she is, UB, so it ain't even, I wouldn't hold my breath. Virgo, let's get it. I see we got Frankie, we got Chewy, and we got Lashana. Virgo in the house. I see y'all. And Monique finally made it to a live. Yay. So glad you're here, girl. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, Virgos, let's see what we got for your situation. Thank you guys so much for coming. Don't forget to hit the like, y'all. Hit the like, hit the like. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the situation surrounding Virgo and the person that Virgo is connected to in love and romance. What's going on with the situation at this time? We got the Page of Wands. I'm sorry, Page of Swords. Why did I say Page of Wands, y'all? Page of Swords, Page of Swords. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. And then we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Okay. If you thought this relationship is over, it's not over. Okay. This is definitely somebody that wants to talk to you, make things right. They may say something to the effect, you know, I thought a lot about what you said, Virgo. I thought a lot about, your expectations, your wants, your needs, what you're looking for. And during that time alone, it's allowed me to really go through a powerful transformation. I really need to go within and work on some things. So that's what I did, Virgo. I worked on some things. All right, so let's ask, why the transformation here? We got the sun. Like I said, they got some clarity on their betrayal. They're kind of disappointed in themselves. They see the light, the fact that they were being very lazy and not wanting to fully invest in this. How do they feel now? What does this person feel now? We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse, and we have the Moon. This person feels very jealous. They're very anxious and jealous about the fact that you could be dating other people or manifesting, other people to come into your life. You look like you're really moving on. And that bothers this person. They don't want you to go. So they know in order to win you back, they've got to step their game up. And so a lot of them really want to reunite with you, have um, forward movement with you. Four of Wands to the Eight of Wands. Take action towards a relationship. The Four of Wands is commitments, marriage, all that jazz. But we're talking about a reformed player. We're talking about somebody that is a page also. Let's talk about that. When you're dealing with someone who operates out of the Page of Pentacles in the reverse in the past, that is definitely someone that has a lot of growing up to do. So you may have become very frustrated, Virgo, with this person because they were not committing. They were acting very fickle. They were not learning from their past mistakes, and they were not grounded. They were not having forward progress in this relationship whatsoever because they were not grounded. They were not sure. They were very much in a space of still trying to figure it out. And I'm going to be honest with you, a man or a woman that knows that you are their person, they're not going to sleep on the connection. They're not going to let somebody else come in and snatch you up and love you up and love you down. They're going to make sure they come in solid because they don't want you to get away. Here's the problem. You grew tired. You said, listen, Mika, I can't keep going through this. So I'm going to disconnect my energy and I'm going to just work on improving myself. I feel like for a lot of you right now, you're open to exploring where this relationship could go, but it stresses you out. It stresses you the F out. You like, it's possible this person can change in your mind, but at the same time, you're not forgetting what they have done. And that is the scary part because you know what they're capable of doing. It eats you up alive at night in your dreams, in past memories, that you were dealing with somebody and you just had an epiphany about this one day, maybe one dream or one night, where you realize this person kind of used you, kind of took you for granted, right? They kind of just took everything that you were offering and didn't really appreciate it. And the more and more you were giving to them was because this person kept selling you a dream. Yeah, all the while they weren't fully committing, right? So it's hard. It is so hard to be a part of a situation where you don't feel the reciprocity, the care, and the love from your partner. But you want things to work out better. It's just you're kind of stuck right now. You're like, Mika, I just don't know what to do. We'll get some advice in just a second. So just hold that thought. Your person with the Six of Swords in the reverse to the Ace of Cups in the reverse, be careful. If this person goes back, they're not coming back to offer you a new love. In the beginning, they're going to come back in order to demand respect from you. They want to make sure that you comply to their wants and needs. This is not someone that's going to be cooperative. They're going to want to, again, still have this uh, expectation that you pour into them, you do for them, you give to them. Lazy. This is a lazy individual. Why is that? Why are they coming back just about in the same energy? Because you're an empress and you have the potential to go off, find someone else, attract someone else, be involved with someone else, see things from a different perspective about them. So it's almost like they have to come in to be this false emperor. Again, I think this is someone that is planning to pretend to be an emperor, but not make the effort. You know what I'm saying? Like show up like an emperor, like a false emperor. That's what I'm getting. Because they're still trying to work on this healing journey. Just like a false emperor. Yeah, with the Fool in the reverse, they're still going to be very fickle and hesitant. They're going to be very hesitant here. So if I were you, I would kind of steer clear of this. This person needs more time to improve, and I really wouldn't be waiting on somebody. I would be willing to move on. So Spirit, tell me, how will Virgo know if this is their reading? We have the Queen of Wands and we have the Queen of Cups. Lord. Two people? Is this somebody that had two different options? Yeah, they needed some time to figure out who they wanted to be with. So they never wanted to end things with you to pretty much string you along and make a decision later. but it looks like you made it for them and you abandoned them. Or they could have abandoned you. Either way. I'm not going to get into that other person right now, but just know this person had options. They were a player. If you suspected this person had someone, they probably did. All right. Could be a Capricorn, could be Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Sagittarius, Gemini, Aries. That's the main energies there, but it could be anybody. All right, that's what I have for you, Virgo. Very weird energy, okay? But they're trying, but understand they're a page, and that explains it. They have a lot of growing up to do. So you got to understand when you're dealing with somebody that's very immature, it takes them a long time to get to that maturity level that they need to be. But they will force themselves to show up as an emperor for the time being and then still operate like a page. Does that make sense? I hope so. It will be frustrating. That's what'll be very frustrating. All right, Shanette, sorry about what happened earlier. We had a technical glitch. So unfortunately, you're going to have to watch the Aries read after we end this live. Okay, so after we end this live, the Aries portion will pop up. I hate that you missed it, and I hate that my internet connection was messing up. Okay. All right. Um, I'm going to say this, and I hope you hear me. Who is this? GAURGK. This is not the first time you've come onto my channel and you've said some very negative things. Okay. Um, I really feel like you have to really look at tarot as if the roles are reversed, they're reversed. If the reading's for you, it's for you. If not, then okay, it's not for you. But please refrain from putting anything negative about my readings in the live chat or in the comments. There has been times that I have put you in timeout. I have not blocked you, but I'm going to tell you right now, please do not do that because there are people who need that message. There's some people, I'm going to say it one more time, there's people that need these messages. And so I ask that you do not negate the reads. And as you saw in the reading, whoever that message was for was needing answers about if this person were to return, what it would be like. So I kindly ask you and all the people that come onto my channel that say very negative things about my readings to please refrain from doing so because it's very, very distasteful. It's very wrong. And you're about 2 seconds away from being blocked. So please don't do that. And it's not your first time you've done it before, but whatever it is, please don't do it no more. Because a lot of people that come to this reading need those messages. And again, it's not for everybody. But if you're a cross watcher, and you may not understand tarot, so I'm going to explain it to you. If you're a cross watcher, you were dealing with a Virgo, that reading may be from your perspective. Does that make sense? So it may be the roles reversed because I'm so good at what I do that it can be a reading for the cross watcher, or it can be from your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs perspective. So please, I ask everybody, if you don't understand what you're talking about, don't say nothing at all. Or kindly send me a message. My email information is located in the description box below. You can send me an email if you have any questions, but to get onto the platform and say things about what I do, and I'm not just talking about you, but I've been getting a couple people say some stuff. That's the one-way ticket for people to get blocked. So you've been warned. The next time you say something out the side of your neck, that's going to be the last time. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just being honest. It throws off the energy, and we doing great tonight. We having a good time. And it wasn't all negative read, to be honest. It was actually positive about the person trying to change. The problem is they're not moving at the pace that I feel is going to be in a space of going to be satisfactory for Virgo, considering the high vibrational energy that Virgo is operating in. So if you would just stop typing, get your thumbs off of your phone and rewind the tape and open your ears, then you'll be able to hear the reading for what it is. I'm glad it's understood. Moving on to Libra. And as Rachel said, let's all please be respectful in the chat, or you will be blocked, especially to the reader that's delivering the messages. Okay. But that's how tarot is interpreted for those that need to know. All right. Sorry, Libra. I was rudely interrupted. Back to the read. Now we're on Libra. All right, y'all. Let's get it. Tran, what up? You right. I haven't seen you in a long time. I really have not seen you in a long time. Okay. Good to see you, girl. Good to see you. All right, Libras, let's get it. By the way, thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, T Rose, for modding this evening. Much love. Greatly appreciating you all for keeping everybody informed. But again, if you guys, have some negative critiques, just email me and I'll be glad to educate you on some things. But I'm just saying, I'm really tired. And those that watched my live yesterday, I get so tired of it. It really pisses me off because y'all don't know the time, the energy, the toll that it takes on me mentally and spiritually to come on and do these lives. So the last thing I want to see is the negativity. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people where it does resonate. Okay, I'm gonna get off and get on to Libra because they've been waiting patiently. Sorry, Libra. Who else we got here? We got Trent. We got Manny. Okay, it's a Libra Sun, Darlene, Libra, Taurus, Venus season. Okay. All right, let's get it, Libras. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's connected to Libra in love and romance. Tell me about the situation surrounding Libra and that person. I got the Three of Wands in the reverse. I got the Six of Swords. And I got the Four of Cups in the reverse. Okay. This person is kind of stressed out because this is someone that thought that you would show up for them. But I think you done sailed off into the sunset, Libra. You gone with track shoes on. That's what I feel like, you're gone with track shoes on. So they're a bit upset. You could have this person blocked for some of you Libras where they can't communicate with you. I think there's like a disconnect between you and this person to be able to communicate. So it's almost like they finally are like giving in to all of this, and they almost want to just take action, message you, come to see you. Some of you guys, they want you to actually reach out to them. And if you don't in a matter of time, they're going to go off to a third party. Okay. Some of them are with a third party, but they're hoping that you'll still want to chase them. And they're going to this third party to get you off of their mind. This is kind of like one of those distractions. Let me go towards this other person because I really don't want to have to live with the fact that Libra done left me on red. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. Okay. How does this Queen of Wands feel about this person? Hmm. What is that? Okay. All right. So this is some juicy gossip. So this person who left, oh, I shouldn't say left you, but this person is trying to find other suitors. Okay. I feel like they went to somebody from their past. This could be like an ex or someone that they're familiar with that they don't want to let go. They deem this person as a valuable asset. They could be very attractive, very admired by this person. However, when I clarified to see, well, how does this Queen of Wands feel about your person? It doesn't look like this person actually has fond memories of this person themselves. They feel like this is somebody that's a player. They feel like this is somebody that's in and out. They feel like this is somebody that is very reckless and very stubborn. They definitely feel like this person can be trusted, and they are very clear about that. I think the only reason why your person is holding on to this other option is for compassion. You know, when somebody's down bad and they feel bad for themselves and they feel like the victim because it was all Libra's fault, they got to find somebody that's going to make them feel better, that's going to fill them up, make them feel nurtured, make them feel loved, make them feel happy. So, you know what happens? This person goes to this other option here, but what they don't realize is this other option doesn't really want them. So, trouble in paradise if they're in a relationship with this third party, or if they're not in a relationship, it looks like it's going to turn into some issues, okay, eventually. Now, you with the Six of Swords, I said you guys are gone. You're closing this cycle, you're moving on with your life, and you're trying to heal. You're sipping your water, you're healing, you're focusing on just really just trying to move on from this, and you're taking the loss. This was definitely something that took a toll on a lot of you. For some of you guys, it could have impacted your stability, your finances, um, building long-term legacy wealth. And so it looks like right now, it's just your finances are suffering, possibly due to this relationship. Some of you guys have to get your money back up. And I think this is even more of a reason to go towards your healing, because you know if you stay in this, it's only going to lead to even more problems. Some of you could be going through a divorce, I'm hearing. So if you're going through a divorce, some of you guys may have like legal fees, got to pay the attorney, something like that for some. But you're very angry at this person. You're very angry um, because you really wanted them to be more responsible. You wanted them to show up and be responsible with moving with good intentions, doing have very clear soul searching um traits and qualities about them to learn from their mistakes. This is someone who just wasn't learning from their mistakes and they kept failing you. All the while, you were going down further and further and further. So with this Four of Cups in the reverse and the Sun, this person is really feeling like it may be over. They feel like you're no longer interested in them, but they low key kind of respect you for that because they see that you know your worth and your value. And they put you on a pedestal as being an empress now. They're like, well, I have mad love and respect for Libra because they know their worth and value. They're not settling for my BS. It's crazy how that works, but for some people, it works that way. They respect you more when you pull away than when you entertain them. You know, this is your reading because this is the person that was always looking for something else. They always thought the grass was greener on the other side, or they are always weren't satisfied with what they were receiving from you. But now they feel like they played themselves, and of course, um, they're trying to do things to get you off of their mind. Yeah, they hate they didn't really fully invest in this or commit to this. Fear was a big factor here, fear and insecurity. So it just really hurt this person in the end. It looks like, but they're not going to fight it because they see you've evolved and grow. So they already know like the yesterday's price and value of Libra is not today's price for Libra. Two different values, okay? Two different levels of effort they need to provide in order to make this work. Yeah. See, Manny said exactly what I'm telling you. The third party is about to leave them. He look, Manny says the third party unfollowed them. I told you. The third party mad at them too. So this person about to really be alone. Karma, y'all. Karma. And any advice for Libras on this? I don't think you need it, but I'll ask. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. I think a lot of you guys are disappointed in yourself for choosing wrong, but I always tell clients when you choose the wrong person or you are in the wrong connection, those things are not really devastating losses. They're actually steps in the right direction for you to learn more about what you do want and learn about the things that you don't want. So look at it as an opportunity to self-reflect and know I'm not accepting less than what I deserve. And I feel like as the Empress, you're doing exactly that. So keep on keeping on, but allow yourself to forgive yourself. All right. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Virgo, Gemini, Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag. All right. All right. We're going to keep this train rolling, y'all. Thank you guys so much for coming to the live. I really, really appreciate it. Next, we're going to go to Scorpio. Any Scorpios in the room? Any Scorpios? If you're new here, welcome, welcome. And if you're watching, don't forget to hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Show your girl some love. I would really, really appreciate it because, as you guys know, it takes a lot of energy for your girl to come on and do these readings just about every single night. So this is a great way to show me as your reader, as well as the YouTube algorithm, that we have a lot of fun here. So show your support. It's free. Hit the like button. I would really, really appreciate it. And thank you to all that are joining live. You guys, before you step out, don't forget to hit the like button. All right, Goddess Channel's ready. Goddess Channel's excited for the Scorpio read, and I'm excited too. I'm a Scorpio rising. Scorpio brown sugar is here. Futuristic's here. JJ's here. Star Angel Tarot is here. Good to see you, Star Angel Tarot. I love to see my fellow tarot people in the building. Awesome. Listen, y'all, we got to do a collab for my tarot readers. If you guys are not scared, shoot me an email. Mika Divine tarot at gmail.com. Email me if you're interested. I'll give you some information on how we can collab and all that jazz. It'll be fun. I've never done a collaboration yet, but I've been thinking about doing one at some point. So let's see what we have for the Scorpio read. All right, y'all. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about the person that's connected to Scorpio in love and romance and the situation surrounding Scorpio at this time. We've got the Queen of Swords. We got the Chariot. And we have the Five of Cups. Your person wants to talk to you. And you'll be quite surprised of what this person would say if they could reach out to you. What this person would say is, Scorpio, I value you. I see you for who you are. I see you as somebody that I could potentially marry, settle down with, be in a committed relationship with. And I'm so sorry for the way that I've mishandled this relationship because you are very nurturing. You're very kind. You're very generous. You're very stable, abundant, have it all together. I know I would be a fool to pass you by. So I don't want to fight and argue. I don't want to continue this tension between us. I really want to heal things with us and see where things can go. This person may have been holding back from you, holding back from loving you fully. And it could have a lot to do with fear, intimidation, not feeling like they're good enough. Let's see why. Why is the Fool in the reverse and the Lovers in the reverse here, Spirit? Four of Cups in the reverse, Four of Pentacles. This is someone that held on to a very negative idea about love. This could have been someone who has always really struggled with commitment. And it could be because of past relationships. It can be issues all the way stemming from their childhood. It doesn't change the fact that this person still has love for you and that they want to make amends with you. But when we get to the committal part, that's where we have the issues. Why? Why don't they want to commit? Three of Swords, Seven of Swords in reverse. They know if they were to come back and fully commit, at least on the onset, there's a strong possibility that they would look like a complete idiot because they may be sabotaged. They may get themselves hurt. So this is someone that's moving in an energy of, I hate that I lost Scorpio. I hate that I betrayed Scorpio. But if I commit to Scorpio, Scorpio could break my heart now. So I don't know. I just don't like it here. I just don't like it here. Scorpio, you've left me. You gonna leave me like this? You gonna leave me like this, Scorpio? This person is struggling, y'all. They going through it because they don't have your love. This is someone who is very codependent on your energy. They need you more than you need them. As an Empress, I feel like you have given this person every opportunity to show up for you. But what an Empress will not do is settle. An Empress would not allow themselves to settle for someone to give them less than what they deserve, especially if you've done this countless times, where you've poured into this person, nurtured this person, given to this person. And this person could have even went off. This Queen of Cups energy for a lot of you could have represented third party. They could have went off to a third party for emotional support, but it turned out they didn't have a plan of how to work things out with you. So it was like, well, let me go and work things out with this Queen of Cups. The truth of the matter is, an Empress versus a Queen of Cups, you talking about two different vibrations. You're the better option. You're the wifey type. This other person, what did they get from the third party if there's a third party here? We got King of Pentacles and Knight of Swords. They just got this person giving to them what they needed for the time being. whether it be money, stability. All the while, I feel like it still wasn't enough. It still wasn't enough. It was like this person may have realized I'm putting way too much value on money, on stability, on what this person can give me instead of love. My true love lies with Scorpio. Yeah. And the more and more they were giving to this, the more and more they were losing faith that you could work out things with them. What is this Nine of Swords? Yeah, it's like things got worse. Instead of things getting better, I feel like things got worse with this third party and the way they felt. And all the while, this person could have been spying on you and seeing that you're doing just fine. You chilling over here, Scorpio. You doing you. Yeah, with this chariot to the high priestess, you drinking your water and minding your business. Some of you Scorpios could definitely be diving more into your spirituality. Some of you guys could be tarot readers, intuitive. You can be very wise, very mysterious. Just a lot of the occult knowledge and other things of that nature. But you're just really realizing, I think this time separated between you and your person has made you realize this is a time for me to move on with my life. I need to allow myself to close this chapter and move on, because what you're realizing is this cycle of being with someone who's in and out of your life or was being for the streets is not it. You're not anybody's option. That's the way you see them, as somebody that's very unequally yoked to your values and your standards. You don't want to be with somebody that's running around town. Yeah, you demand respect. Seriously. You demand respect. You demand this person to come in responsibly. But the only responsible person in the relationship, it feels like, was you. I feel like you feel like this is a situation where they were never really responsible. You were the one being the responsible adult and they were being a child. And that's where you got really stressed out and was like, I'm over it. It's too many secrets. It's too many illusions. You feel like this whole relationship was an illusion. It was fake. All right, what's this Five of Cups? So this person does regret how things played out. But with this Six of Swords in the reverse, it doesn't feel like this is somebody that's going to run away from you. This is definitely someone that plans to come back to you for what? For why? You sipping your water and minding your business. What they want. Look at this. Ace of Cups. I told you, they see your value now. They see you as an empress, so now they want a new relationship, but they're scared. They still giving like scared energy. I'm scared to approach Scorpio and ask for a new beginning. Because I was a hoe. Because I was for the streets. Because I was fickle. And because I haven't been communicating to Scorpio and God knows how long. How long has it been, y'all? This person has not reached out to you. Months, ain't it? Weeks. And that's the time, I'm a Scorpio rising. I want to understand for why. For what? Goddess channel, same thing. For why? Why? For what? What you want? How would Scorpio know if this is their person? All right, yeah, this is the person that put 10 swords in your back and then ran off like everything's fine. You see that? They were like, bloop, did that to you. I'm good over here. They lying. 10 of swords. They actually hurt too, by the way. You deem this person as being very toxic, very low vibrational. Some of them can have addictions that they're battling. It just was a lot of betrayal here. I'm getting several betrayals that just all tallied up to be this false happily ever after. You were just racking it up. Like, what is the truth? That's the way you, if this is your reading, you know it's your person because you just feel like they're just a whole lie. They're a big lie. All of it is a lie. And the best they can offer you for a lot of you guys is page energy. So communication, small offers, breadcrumbs, that kind of person. You could be connecting to, I got Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or Cancer. I got Capricorn. I got Aquarius. I already said that. Scorpio, Taurus. That's the main energies. I don't think I missed anything major. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. And yeah, that's it. All right. Let me know if it resonates, Scorpio. I think for a lot of you guys, you really don't want to deal with this because you don't trust them. And I wouldn't either. They're not, to me, when you sleep on a Scorpio, Scorpio's like, okay, well, you had your chance. I mean, what you expect me to do? You want a cookie now that you figured out the truth? You want a cookie? You want a cookie? Oh my gosh. Nelu says in yesterday's reading, the way she cited her ex example of starting stupid arguments like the earth is flat. Yeah, I mean, it's true. You get people that'll like intentionally try to start up drama. Yep, yep. But yeah, I sure will have y'all cracking up. If it's coming through, I'm gonna tell you. I just want to make you guys smile. That's all. If you smiled today on my reading, that was my goal, to make you smile. Everybody needs to smile a little bit. Goddess Channel says resonates, and I don't want to deal with him at all. I'm trying to tell you, nobody got time for that. But yeah, I'm glad I made you guys smile on this on these lives. That's a good thing. Sagittarius next. Any Sagittarius is in the room? Any Sagittariuses? Any Sagittariuses? All right, you guys, we do have our buy one reading, get one free, still on sale. It will end at midnight. So please make sure that you book your buy one, get one free before midnight. Because after that, that's it. That's it. It's going to go back to its regular price. Hey, JJ. JJ's a Saggy. We got M. Gray, Saggy, Sun, and a Moon. Wow. Okay. I like Saggies. Saggies are fun. We have Grancelita. Grancelita? Did I say that right? I probably tore up that name. I apologize. I'm going to just call you Ortega. It's a Sagittarius. I will mess up a name, y'all. Okay, Saggy, let's get it. Spirit, tell me about Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's connected to Sagittarius in love and romance and the situation surrounding Sagittarius at this time. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. We have the Strength card, okay? So Saggy, your person is really tripping, okay? They're very much trying to pretend like they don't care. I'm getting someone that's holding back intentionally or being stagnant intentionally. Like I'm saying, like they're acting like they don't care. But it's all to be very immature. It's like almost to trigger you from an immature stance. Like, I'm doing this even though I actually do want to be with Sagittarius. Let me rephrase so you can understand what I'm saying. They want to be with you. They want forward moving with you, but they not dare swallow their pride and ego to reach out. So to get you to reach out, I'm going to force myself to go silent, and hopefully you'll reach out to me. So I'm going to pretend like I don't care. That's the thing. Okay. They want to hold on to the narrative that they're telling their friends. Um, they could be gossiping, they could be partying. They want to hold on to their lifestyle. That's what I'm getting. But they also want to hold on to you because they like what you offer them. This is somebody that puts a lot of value on money, material, their career, something like that. So it takes a lot of time for this person to go, what do I want to choose? Do I want to choose me, or do I want to choose Sagittarius? Either way, they're going to choose whatever option is going to benefit them the most. Materialistically, it's really giving like a mutual energy. What option do I pick that's going to give me more? Do you see what I'm saying? And for now, since Sagittarius isn't chasing me, isn't being there for me, I'd rather just engage in this fantasy, fake persona that I don't care, to hopefully get Sagittarius to chase. It's like a manipulation tactic. Do you get what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. What is this devil card? Yeah, this person loves drama. They love fighting. They love arguing. They love to play this in and out game. Again, it makes them feel better about themselves when they feel you chasing them. It boosts their ego. It boosts their self-esteem. It makes them feel valued. It makes them feel more than just a page of cups in the reverse. This is like a grown child giving like Peter Pan syndrome. And because of that, when they don't get their way, just like a child, they throw a tantrum, right? They fight, they argue, they run off, and then they go and they party, drink, gossip about you behind your back, try to do a spirit campaign because they not dare want people to know that they're really the person that's causing the problems. It's very low vibrational and very much not considering your feelings, your needs, your wants. I don't see no cups really of love. The only cups I have is the 3 of cups. Come on now, and the 4 of cups. So if they don't get what they want, they rather just disappear. It's kind of saying the same thing. If they don't get what they want, they rather just kind of like ghost or do their own thing. Now, you, on the other hand, you're going to stand 10 toes down on what you believe. Okay. Many of you guys are planning to go elsewhere anyway, but it's a everyday battle for you to not reach out to this person, to put more focus on forward movement. Because the way you perceive this situation, there's so much negativity. There's so many things from the past that has probably really frustrated you about this person. And you're really just trying to move on from it. I'm really hearing just trying to get this person out of your head and just move on with your life. And a lot of you guys really have. Okay. You got a lot of you guys have done the work and you're almost there, which is nice. You're almost at the point where you're ready to move forward. I just see with the 3 of Wands in the reverse, there has been a period where you did kind of wait to see what this person was going to do. Or some of you guys can actually, even though you're moving on, you're like, I wonder if this person gonna reach out. I wonder if they're gonna say something, do something. And what you're finding out, the more you wait, the more you're recognizing how toxic this person is. It really burdens you. It stresses you out. You're like, I can't believe this person would do me like this. I can't believe this person would, give me all of this when we were together, or take advantage of me when I was doing that, doing this. But then once we have a disagreement, they act this way. You're quite burdened by the results of their behavior. It furthermore kind of makes you realize that you guys are unequally yoked. You may just honestly want two different things. And that's the burdensome part, because that's not what you were hoping. You were hoping to possibly build with this person, but it doesn't look like this person's interested in love with you. They're just kind of looking out for themselves and what they can get. So with the strength to the King of Swords, your person's really trying to get their confidence up in what they're going to say next and do. I'm getting very well calculated in trying to talk their way back into your life for things to turn out in their favor. So whatever success or abundance or things you've acquired since you've been away from this person, you can expect this person to try to come in and rob that from you. Don't give them that power. Please don't give them that power. You, on the other hand, you're standing 10 toes down on really just not wanting to work on this. You don't want to work on this. You want to just focus on your healing and being very emotionally mature. And I think for a lot of you guys, Sagittarius, you've been very responsible in how you've shown up in this. You haven't stooped to their level, which is good. Let's see. How will Sagittarius know this is their reading? Four of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. You know this is your reading because this is somebody that was always stressed out. The fact that you're confident, the fact that you're self-sufficient, the fact that you bring a lot to the table, that you were always providing and giving and nurturing this connection. But the thing about this relationship is, it was very one-sided. You didn't really feel that this person was giving you much. And the more and more you were giving, it kind of made this person realize and be stressed out that they weren't doing enough to keep you going. It's almost like you started to figure this person out over time, and they started getting a little stressed out. And what you start figuring out is, wait, I'm giving way more to this relationship than this person. You may have called this person out about it. And that was the disagreement, right? Is that what broke this relationship up? Two people, they just couldn't get on the same page about reciprocity. And so it drove this person kind of away from this connection because they don't want to deal with you holding them accountable. That's just kind of where we are, point blank and period. Could be connecting to a Capricorn, a Taurus, a Virgo. I got Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And it could be another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. It's about a lot of different signs here. We have a lot. So it can be anybody. All right. Lex says, Chances read resonates so much. Thank you for being here to do these readings. I'm always listening, and I always like to join the thing for free readings. All right. Well, thank you so much for your feedback. I'm so glad that my readings did resonate with you. And thank you so much for supporting the channel. Marie says, oh, wow. I think I kind of shocked her with the reading today. So yeah, don't forget to hit that smash and that like button, you guys. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you all so much for being here. It's been so much fun tonight. The vibes are so high. We've had a little glitch for a moment, but please, 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 guys, do know if you missed the first part of the reading, it's there. It's just YouTube. When the connection starts messing up, my internet started messing up, so it just kind of threw the live off. But we will have Aries, Taurus reading up after this live. I'm gonna step away for just a little bit, guys. When we come back, we are going to do Capricorn. So please stay tuned. Y'all show your love for Rachel and Lisa for being our amazing mods this evening, and T Rose earlier. Thank you guys so much for being here. Can't wait to do the Capricorn read. I just had to step away for just a second to get some water, and then we'll return in just a little bit. Don't go nowhere. Hey, hey, hey. All right, y'all. Make sure my phone is charging. Come on, phone. I'm glad I didn't start the reading yet because I'm getting a notification that my phone is about to die out. Hey, y'all. Gotta make sure it's plugged in, y'all. Sorry about that. I think sometimes it's these cords. These cords don't want to connect after so many uses. They start acting crazy. Come on, cord. All right, y'all. I'm gonna have to run to my car and I'll be back. So I'll be back, y'all. Hold on, hold that thought. I'll be back. Okay. Sorry. I guess I can at least show my face because I've been slacking. How y'all doing? Y'all doing okay? Thank y'all so much for being patient. I'm looking a mess, but good to see everybody. We're gonna get right back into it. We're gonna get right back into it. Any Capricorns here? Any Capricorns? I had to go all the way to my car, y'all. I had to go all the way to my garage and get my cord out my car because it looks like I figured out the problem. That's probably what's been going on with the internet. Oh, Lord. Y'all doing okay? Hey. Ooh, y'all can see all my flaws and all. I need one of them blot things. Good to see everybody. Hey, are y'all ready for Capricorn? Y'all ready? All right, y'all. Capricorn. Okay, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get started because it's getting late. No flawless spotted. You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's go, y'all. Okay, y'all. Let me get back comfortable. Got my heated blanket. Okay, y'all, let's get started. Hey, Veronica. Hey. And let everybody know if you booked an emergency reading with me, I'm going to do your reading before I go to bed. Don't panic. I'm still going to do your reading. It's just been one of those days. I needed time to decompress and rest. So, and get some other stuff done around the house. But I'll do your emergency reading if you booked one with me yesterday. It will be done after this live. All right, Capricorn, let's see what we got. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's connected to Capricorn in love and romance and the situation surrounding Capricorn at this time. We have Justice. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Death in the reverse. Hmm. Capricorn, you may have somebody that's trying to step their game up. This could be somebody that's trying to step up their game because they see you as their emotional fulfillment. They definitely admire you, very much so. So they say it's only right for me to step my game up. I got to stop pussyfooting around. Ooh, I probably couldn't say that on YouTube. Oops. Oh, sorry, y'all. It's the Aries moon. I can't control it when it comes out. Yeah. I think, this is definitely somebody that is in the energy of waiting on you, waiting to see if things can improve between you two. And the more they wait, the more they get anxious and worried. Because I think this is definitely someone that knows, that truly knows what you're looking for. You're looking for this person to rise up in their power, to stop playing games. So they want to manifest you in their life. What's this, Magician? They don't want to lose you. They want to manifest investing in you, holding on to you, not letting you go. This is like the best reading of the night. Okay. Okay now. Okay now, Capricorn. You got your sword raised as this Queen of Swords here in the upright because you don't trust this person. You feel like this is somebody that can definitely sell a dream and don't deliver on it. Wear a mask, give you false hope. And the more you try to unpack this situation, the more you can't get this person out of your head. It's a lot of passion here. You really do love this person, but you feel like it's going nowhere between you two because this person is so immature. For a lot of you, for a very long time, this person could have been emotionally unavailable, played a lot of games with you. They just were not a good partner for you, if this is your reading. And so now this person is getting tired of playing games, and they're like, okay, I gotta step my game up for Capricorn, because I know Capricorn's tired of my BS now. Yeah. Especially because this person may have not reached out to you or made an effort with you. You're getting frustrated with this person as well because of that. But this person is serious about you, okay? They look at you as family. They look at you as stability, somebody they can build a happily ever after with. I think it really took for you to cut this person off for them to take you seriously. But this person, again, I can't emphasize it enough. They push you to your breaking point. They really did. Yeah, with the Eight of Cups to the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, you had to walk away and you had to recover on your own. When you needed this person the most, they were not there. They didn't come check on you. They weren't looking for you. They weren't supporting you. You had to just really find peace with this situation alone. And for a lot of you guys, this person really isn't showing up and showing much different than what you've received before yet. This is just me telling you behind the scenes what's going on. Yeah, Cap Queen says, I cut all communication off. Stop being inconsistent and step it up if you want me. Us goats are tired. Correct. And that's what I'm getting. Like how you go from a Page of Cups in the reverse to a Emperor. So you know what that tells me? The whole time this person could have shown up for you, Capricorn, but they were, I can't say it on YouTube again, but you heard what I said. They was messing around. They were playing games. Let's ask why. Why all of a sudden this person wants to change their toxic behavior? Knight of Swords, the Fool in the reverse. Because they know that you're not coming for them. You're not checking on them. You're not worried about them. But they don't want this to end. So they're going to rise in their power. Look at this. Here goes another powerful card. The King of Wands. This is definitely somebody saying, hey, hello. Yes, that's the word. Avoidance. For those that aren't aware, like this is a come and go. If this card, this Knight of Swords, was in the reverse, it would have been like an avoidant type. This is how this person was the whole time, running away. Now they want to come turn it around, put it in reverse, Ted, put it in reverse, and come right back to you. Go back to your house. Yeah. Yeah, Tay say literally an avoidant Maximus, as I saw it, called once on Instagram. That took me out only one time. And they will do little subtle things because they're a page. Y'all got to understand what you're dealing with. You're dealing with somebody that's very immature, truly. But in order to get what they want, they'll show up. They'll give you a glimmer of hope. And it feels like very love bombing energy. Tell me about this Emperor. Let's look at this Emperor energy. Yeah, it's because they don't want it to end. I'm so good. It's like I'm psychic or something. That's the only reason why they're stepping their game up. How long will this last? Until they start getting scared of you. Because they'll see your worth, they'll see your value, they'll see that you are good by yourself, that you want something long term, and that's going to freak this person out. And if you're not careful, this person may disappoint you because I don't think they're ready for that. What does this person want if they were to return? What do they really want? A relationship, Two of Cups. Yeah. They feel like there's some unfinished business, so they want to get back with you and continue this relationship. Okay, we got it. We get it. So how will Capricorn know if this is their reading? How will they know if this is their person? The devil. Y'all know who this is. Y'all know exactly who this is. This is somebody that's very toxic, low vibrational, played themselves because they were playing games. That person, they played too many games and the game is now on them, right? And now they're overthinking and overanalyzing their next approach. This is somebody that's been deceptive to you and very codependent on your love. That's why, because they're not getting that beautiful, loving Capricorn energy. That's why they came in, but now they feel like they played themselves because they were being a hoe. For a lot of you guys, they were playing the field, running from this connection. Knight of Wands and the reverse to the Nine of Pentacles. Running off because they wanted to pretend like they was single and shit. Nobody got time for that. All right, any advice for Capricorn on this? I don't think y'all need it. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Six of Wands in the reverse. I guess this is not really advice. This is just spirit just like letting you know, just a heads up. If you haven't figured this out, this person is keeping tabs on you. They could be getting readings on you. They could be watching you, spying on you. You know, tarot is a form of spying. So they could be spying on you and stuff, and they're not coming forward because of pride and ego. And they're actually single and they hate it here. They hated being single. They're disappointed that they got what they wanted. So there it is. And now they want to come back. All right. So just be careful, this person here. Whenever I see this kind of energy from somebody, especially a history of doing this, it's kind of like I was telling, I believe it was Virgo, when you're dealing with someone that's trying to, you know, work on their toxic ways, it can take a long time for someone to fully release that. It's not something that happens overnight. It happens over a course of time. So you really kind of have to be aware of that if you are a Capricorn and you get tempted by this person. This person could be a water sign, a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I got Capricorn as well, like you. I got Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Aries, Libra. That's the main energies there. Could be anybody, of course. All right, we're about to get to the Aquarius read. Don't forget to hit the like button, show your girls some love. I would really, really appreciate it. All right, y'all, we're going to keep it rolling. Next, we have Aquarius. Any Aquariuses in the room? Aqua Gang. Any Aquariuses? Aqua Gang, where you at? What Tristan said, hey, lovely, I could have sworn I saw that MF or walking by my work again. I'm honestly not too sure this time, but what? I told you. Oh my gosh, that is horrible. Just ignore it, you know, just ignore them. Cap Queen, you're welcome. D Scott representing for Aqua Gang. BT representing for Aqua Gang. We got Ashley in the building. We got Aqua Vibes in the building. We got Shaylease in the building. We got Rachel representing. We got Cassandra. That's what's up. What's up? Well, she's a cross watcher. But she a part of our Aqua Gang family. So let's let her in to Aqualand. Hey, Cassandra. Welcome to the wild side. Get on a spaceship and take a ride. All right, Aqua, let's see what we got. And Kita, of course. Kita in the building. Aqua. They not like us. They not like us. What? They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. All right, let's get it, Aqua. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's connected to Aquarius in love and romance. What is the situation currently surrounding Aquarius and the person that they're connected to in love and romance at this time? Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Five of Wands. I'm sorry, five. What am I talking about? Eight of Wands in the reverse. Y'all know I need a nap. Queen of Swords. Aquarius. This person is really holding back, but it's almost like holding back from you and not being cooperative and not coming forward to build anything here is really kind of hurting them more than anything. It's like they're delaying their own happiness because they find happiness and joy with you. And I feel like this is also someone that has a hard time appreciating something when they have it in the palm of their hands. When they had you, they mishandled you. You know, Aquarius, I feel like you were being very kind and very generous to this person. And this person can't help but always go right back to the memories of you, something that they can't shake. Especially considering these were fond memories. These were not bad memories. These weren't things that this person can't stand about you. And in fact, this person is admiring so much more about you now that you're gone. How much you've poured into them, how much you've nurtured this relationship, how much you showed that you cared and loved this person. But why do I get the inkling that they just mishandled you? Because with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, that speaks of someone that feels like they played themselves because they were being very strategic, very dishonest. I'm getting like liar, cheater, what have you. Whatever this person was doing, it was all strategy. And because of that, they feel like this cycle is coming to an end. And you're making a final judgment call on this, and this person's not happy. They're not happy. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person shows up. This person may actually make the effort to reach out to you. And when they do, I feel like you're going to turn them down. Ooh, ooh. Be expecting this if this hasn't happened already. What's going to happen is they're going to reach out to you, whether it be a call, a text, they pop up, they see you, whatever. And then once they do, you swiftly deny them. And at that point, this person is going to feel very heartbroken and feel like, wow, did Aquarius even care about me? Well, yeah, of course you did. But what you refuse to do is be a part of a narrative with someone and a BS where they just mishandle you, mistreat you, take you for granted, treat you like an option, what have you. Whatever this person has done, it was very deceptive and low vibrational, and they regret it. But you can't change the past. All you can do is come back and try to make the future better. But you're putting up a big barrier. It's like it's like building the Great Wall of China. And the reason why I'm saying the Great Wall of China, because I feel like you guys are about to like go to war. This is like a war. And you like, listen, I don't want to deal with you. You can stay over there and I'm going to stay over here. Something like that. And this person just feels total rejection from you. And it just is a failed relationship that they just can't release. No matter how much they try, they can't let it go. Now, I did say you were blocking this person or distancing yourself. You're doing anything to duck and dodge dealing with this crap. You don't want to deal with it. You're over it, I'm hearing. It stresses you out. It's really hurt you. It hurt you deeply, Aquarius. You know, Aquarius is a sign that they say doesn't have emotions, but that is further from the truth. Aquarius has emotions, but you don't tend to let everybody know how you feel. And this is one of those situations where you just kind of kept it trucking, kept it going, went about your day, went about your life, and just tried to suppress how you felt and kept moving. But when you got alone, you were devastated. You were very hurt because in your eyes, how dare this person? How dare this person mishandle me, disrespect me? Do they know who the F I am? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I'm feeling it's coming across. Not to be arrogant, not to be toxic, but just to kind of really truly send a message to say, you're not going to disrespect me. You're not going to keep mishandling me, and you're not going to think that you can treat me like a revolving door. Something like that. So you had to block this person so they can stop, because this person doesn't quit. It's crazy though, because the universe was almost on purpose sending you this individual so you can spiritually evolve and you can be able to transform your energy to become this divine feminine being. You had to end things with this very karmic person who, in my eyes, like you see it, a drama king. And the reason why they were showing up that way is because they wanted you to chase them. They wanted you to love them, make them feel secure. This is a very emotionally insecure person. They cause a lot of problems in relationships and they sell a lot of illusions to keep you stuck until you figured it out, because you're very smart, Aquarius. You're very smart. With the Queen of Swords here to the Devil in the reverse, one thing is for sure, Aqua Gang, this person realizes your boundaries are set very firm. You're not one of those type of people that's just going to be easily influenced to drop your guard. Once you've made your decision as a fixed sign, your decision is final. And so this person knows they got to change. They got to yield. They got to stop the toxic behavior. And the problem with this person is, even if they do work on it, they're not going to make it in time. And that's going to really get in their head. So I feel like this is a story of somebody that made change way too late. They decided to do right or attempt to do right by you after you already out the door. You already about 10 miles down the road. You about a few months already out of this relationship, or a year or 2 years, whatever your situation is. And that's when this person realizes, wait, Aqua ain't playing. You're damn right. You're damn right. Y'all better let them know what they playing with. King of Wands in the reverse and the Six of Swords. You see what I'm saying? You're not anybody's revolving door. This person made a very reckless move to leave abruptly, to disconnect abruptly. And at that point, you already knew that was going to be the last time. This person wants to come back, but you already know that. This could have been something that's been going on in this relationship for some time. And you're like, I already know what it is, Mika. This person's going to come back and we're going to repeat this same toxic cycle. I don't want to go through this again. Yeah, you're too smart. Look at this. The sun under the sun underneath the deck. It's like illumination, the truth, the light. The light bulb has gone off to let you know it's a no. It's a no. I'm not doing this. It's a no. Yeah, you do. The reason why is because this person is really all over the place. They lay low, spread it wide. They here today, gone tomorrow, and you ain't got time to keep up with the mess. They play too many games. All right, here we go. How will Aquarius know if this is their person? How will Aquarius know if this is their person? Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles and we have the Hermit. This is the person that was really invested in you when you were giving to them. They were okay once you were giving. But then once you stopped, here we go with the victim mentality. You know what I'm saying? The victim mentality. And you know what? That's fine. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to go talk to these other hoes. Okay, then. Bye. Have fun. Happy trails. But it's like all these other hoes. I'm not even going to unpack that tonight because I ain't got time. But let's talk about this. This person has options. You abandon them, but they go off to other options that really ain't hitting on nothing. And then they want to come back. They want to come back and try to manipulate their way, weasel their way back into your life. The truth is this person wants to try to work on their toxic ways, but they've done so much damage to hurt you and bring you down, Aquarius. You don't trust it. And I'm here to tell you this person, even if they come in change for the time being, I don't think this person's going to stay that way, will they? They don't have a plan to. They're just like, well, I'm here. I made it, Aqua. I made it. I'm here. So let's see how this goes. You know, that's the energy. Is that your person? The one that's up in there and then they don't know what the heck they doing. They just all they know is manipulation because it buys them time. It buys them time to try to figure out what they really want with you. And this is all they can offer you is an apology. And that's what they do. They come in and apologize and all that jazz. Okay, page. You're an empress, they're a page. It's a no ma'am, it's a no sir. Could be. I got Aries, Leo, Sag. I got a lot of earth energy. We're going to go ahead and call all the earth signs. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Got Pisces. Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer. Anybody though. It could be anybody. Oh, Genevieve says, yup. Yup, yup, yup. Okay. And Aqua Vibe says, this resonates with me every single time. I'm glad I can connect with you, girly. It's unfortunate, Aqua Gang. I hate all Aquas that had to experience that cycle with that person. It was brutal, I'm sure, but you are looking very good and you're looking like you are thriving, surviving, and doing better. So don't let this person rob you of your peace and your joy. Keep doing you, boo. Pisces is next. Any Pisces in the room? Any Pisces? Any Pisces? All right, y'all. Last but not least, we have Pisces. But before we get into the Pisces read, don't forget to hit the like button. Show your girls some love before you step out if you have to leave. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new here to the channel. But one last item I want to tell everybody. Tonight is the night we will discontinue our buy one, get one free emergency reading. So if you would like to get an emergency reading, holla at your girl. It's currently on sale, buy one, get one free, which is really, really nice. But if you can't afford that, there's other tarot reading options available on my website that you can check out. But do know that is a good deal. Okay, you get 4 questions, any 4 questions today, and then you get a voucher to redeem that for any time between now and June 30th, 2025. Let's get it, Pisces. Veronica is a Pisces rising. Cassandra says that Aquarius reading resonated, but it was flipped. It was hurtful as heck. Yeah. That's a painful cycle, man. That's a painful cycle. And we got Tay in the building. And she has 3 Pisces placements and is ready. I heard that. Okay, let's get right into it, Tay. And all the Pisces watching at a distance, in silence, scared to speak. They probably sleep. Let's get it. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about the person that's connected to Pisces in love and romance. What is the current situation surrounding Pisces and their person at this time? We have the Hermit in the reverse. We have the Temperance. And we have the King of Cups. This is somebody that's feeling very much alone. I'm getting very lonely. And the more that they're alone, and even if they do, so for some of you guys, if they have other people around them, they're not really focusing on that. What they're focusing on is you. They're thinking a lot about what they can do next to come together with you in this relationship. One thing they know for sure is they have to be cooperative. They gotta put in work. They gotta put in work and be cooperative with you if they want to get you back. Because you are their wish fulfillment. They do find a lot of joy in being with you. They do know that it's going to be very risky to be so emotionally vulnerable and open and willing to take the risk on loving you again because they know that they have failed before. But this is someone that definitely wants to come in swiftly with a message. They have a lot of love for you. They do. All right. Tell me about this message, this Knight of Swords. We got the Tower. Okay. They're probably going to tell you something about, like, you know what? I just now realized I need to be more fair and honest and loyal and do right by you. It could be a lot of you guys that just really have pulled back from this person to get your energy back grounded and stabilized. But even that has been something that's been an ongoing battle. It's been very hard psychologically for you to ground your energy. And it has a lot to do with the love that you have for this person, that you feel like you have to protect yourself from now. This relationship never was one that was going anywhere other than just so far. Okay. I feel like not only did you put a lot of effort and love and energy into this, you may have saw this person as your end all be all, but you've given up because you become impatient. You've been waiting on this person to be generous. You've been waiting on this person to show up for you, and they never did. So you just deemed it as another heartbreaking situation. Yeah. Underneath the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I think that's what broke your heart, is you kind of felt used or taken advantage of. Another case of that. I feel like this is a collective read tonight. A lot of messages with a similar kind of deal here. And it's hard, Pisces, for you. You're stressed about this whole thing. Like trying to unpack it. Like, did this person sell me a dream or what? Like, what's going on? Here's the deal. I'll tell you what's going on. This person has a duality. They have this side to them where they can be very charming, very loving. But then they have this other side that's very dark, very toxic. And it's really hard for them to show up in a fair way when they have this side of them that they need to work on, because it's burdening them more than helping them, but they just may not know how to address it. With the star in the reverse to the 10 of swords in reverse, I think for you, Pisces, you're in a space right now where you're just really trying to heal. But you kind of are avoiding letting this die because you feel like this whole thing is very irrational. You know, it's very irrational how this person moves, but it's duality. So we're take that insight of what I'm saying. One side of them is the sweet, nurturing, kind person. The other side is like a very dark, toxic individual. Almost like bipolar, or someone that is manipulative one way. One day they're love bombing you, the next they're toxic, that kind of mess. Yeah, in and out with it. And so it gives off a very confusing energy for you. But I'm here to tell you, don't be confused. Don't overthink it. At the end of the day, if someone is sure about you, then they would have taken your cup a long time ago. And that's the part that you have to really think about. Like, a man that's serious about you, a woman that's serious about you, Pisces, would not let you pass by. And here's the deal. The reason why this person couldn't choose you, because they had a choice. Do I want to choose to have my freedom, or do I want to choose to be in a loving relationship the right way? It was hard. They were overwhelmed by the choice. That's what they were juggling back and forth. And for some of you guys, they could have been juggling other people, but what I'm not getting that tonight. I'm getting the messages for you to know that this person really struggled with offering you a solid love offer, and they probably will in the near future. Okay. How will Pisces know who this person is? We got the Hanged One in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. This is somebody that didn't want to change, but always hoping for the best. So they would manipulate, they would lie, they wouldn't be completely transparent with you anytime things wouldn't go right. But then they would always have the effort to want to work on it. Like, hey, let's work on it. Or tell you, I'm working on it. Give me time. Yeah, Spirit says that's the truth. So this person may communicate that, like, I'm a work in progress, and they're not lying. They really are. They have a lot of things they have to work on. But here's the deal. It's not your job, Pisces, to help heal this person. And it's not your job to help this person see the error of their ways. This person is very aware of what they're doing. They're actually burdened by this because they know what they have to do. But here's the problem. They don't want to let that go. Does that make sense? It's kind of like having the angel on one shoulder, like the cartoon, and the devil on the other. They don't want to let it go. So it's nothing you can do about that other than just either accept them for who they are or move on. And I think it's best to just move on. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. Let me know if it resonates with you. Thank you all so much for coming to the live. If you guys can, please like the video. Show your girl some love. And lastly, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you're watching the replay back, don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Give me a red emoji, any emoji as long as it's red, and that way it will increase your chances to win a free personal tarot reading. And also, I just want to let everybody know once again that if you haven't caught it already, down in the description box as well as the pinned comment, you'll see a link to my website where you can go ahead and book your emergency tarot reading. It will be over in about an hour, but you still have time, so go ahead and take advantage of that. I would really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care of yourself. Sending you all love and light. Take care of yourself. Namaste.